So I recently made the mistake of saying the words that we all say to our wives, and she made me kind of eat them. And the words being, I can make that. We were recently looking for just a little art piece that we could hang in our bedroom that would look nice but wasn't too crazy or anything like that. And we came across a couple that we liked. And of course, I just had to say, I could make that. I actually ended up buying this file off of Etsy, and it's for the laser, but all I did was scale it up and make it work for my CNC. So, all right, and to put this on the CNC, I'm going to use double-sided tape, and I vacuumed my whole CNC table, so that should be good. And we'll just get this thing square. Let's load up that file and get to cutting. See if I can show this to you. It is a 1/8 inch combination bit, so it has an upcut and a downcut on it. Should make pretty light work of this MDF, and we should be able to run it fairly fast. Since this is quarter inch MDF, I'm a little worried that the tape is going to want to hold this down a little too strong, and it might break the pieces. So we are going to have to very gently pull this off. This guy's like there. Booyah. So the tape worked. That's a definite, huh? Got it. There we go. No problemo. Okay, sweet. That is done. So now all I have to do is get all the tape off of these and then take out the negative parts. Shouldn't be too hard. Okay, well, we got the second panel cut. I forgot to hit record, or there was a malfunction in the camera. I don't know what happened, but we got it cut and it looks really good. It cut super, super well, and I'm really happy because I only used pin nails in each corner to hold this down. So the double tape, I think, was just a little much because this cut out just fine. All it is held in with these tabs here, there and there and there, and so I've just got to go through and just kind of cut each one out, and then these will be ready to go. So all I do is I take my super sharp chisel and I find out where I want it cut. So I want it to cut along this and not along this, because I want this to be as clean as possible. Line it up and just pop. And it should come out pretty decent. Okay, so I have all 6 panels. This is pretty exciting. They still need to get sanded, and I need to figure out kind of a way to make the edges straight, but I kind of just want to put them together and see how they look. I need to reference the photo because I'm not sure what goes on the bottom and what goes on the top. This one Monstera leaf matches there. So that is how it's supposed to go. I know it's kind of hard to tell right now, but that's how it's supposed to go. And I am kind of digging it. So, next up we will sand these and round them over. Or, we don't have to round them over per se, but we've got to get some of these tabs out and stuff. Okay, I swung by my local hardware store, Ace, and picked up some of this filler and primer. It worked really, really good for MDF. And so we're just gonna put a couple coats on, put it aside, then we'll get the next piece, a couple coats on, put it aside, and so on and so forth. Now we can set that aside and move on to the next piece. So I definitely messed up. I don't know what I was thinking when I just started priming all of these. But obviously there's a way these have to be laid out correctly. So the tops all need to be on top and the bottoms all need to be on bottom, and they all need to be facing the right way. I got lucky and these ones worked out, so they're all primed on the right sides. And then I primed this one right, but this one wrong. I primed what would be the bottom side of it, and this is good. And then this one I primed both of the wrong sides. Not the worst, you know, I've just prime these faces, but that's something to keep in mind if you're doing something like this, is to make sure that you're priming the right sides. Okay, these are all sanded and primed. Now for the fun part, paint. We're gonna start with all the base pieces, so all the pieces on the bottom, and we're going black. Okay. Nope, missed a piece. There we go. All right, number 3, black panel done. Looking good. For the tops, I'm going with Rust-Oleum Latte. It does look a little darker than the picture, and by a little I kind of mean a lot. So we'll see. We won't do more than one coat right now. We'll wait for my wife and we'll see what she says. Okay, so change of plans. Both me and my wife think that this is just too dark. It's not really, it's a beautiful color. I love it. I mean, honestly, it's pretty close to perfect. But I think it's just too dark for what we were thinking. And compared to the picture, it's definitely too dark. So I went out and I picked up this. This is going to be almond color. And we'll see how this goes. Let's see the difference in this, huh? Whoa, that looks white. Okay, but that's kind of what we want. A nice light brown. I think it's just compared to that dark brown, this just looks like it's white. But no, it's a nice almondy color. I think this is much closer to the color that we're wanting, so I'm going to just roll with it and hope my wife likes it. All right, we got these done and painted, and I think they look pretty good. The color scheme is very contrasty, which is what we wanted. Again, I wish we had a little bit of a darker brown, but it is what it is. Now I gotta figure out how I'm gonna glue these things together. I want to glue them together accurately so there's nothing sticking out or anything. And yeah, I don't know. Wood glue, I guess, would work, or super glue. Maybe a little of both. I'm going to be using this product I haven't used before, Boss Dog's Clear Dry Wood Glue. And we're just going to very carefully apply glue to the border. And I hope it works. Okay. Then we add our top panel here. Okay, everything looks good. I just need to make sure there's no glue squeezing out on the sides here. I'm just rubbing it in. Yeah, and that looks good. All right. All right, we can't really do more than one of these panels at a time because I just don't have enough clamps. So I'm gonna get these glued up and I will see you guys after that. And now that the paint is dry, I can just take the time to sand everything. And the reason I'm sanding everything is just to give it one good final smoothing, and it also brings all the different sheens more down to the same sheen. The finish that we're going to be using is a clear gloss spray lacquer straight out of a can. And what that's going to do is just, again, bring all of the sheen to the same level of sheeniness. All right, so I definitely got a little too excited, and honestly, I'm kind of done with the project, and I just hung these things up, and I think that they came out looking pretty good. I wasn't expecting this piece to look super crazy or anything. It's pretty basic, and I think that's kind of the look we're going for here, is just basic, nice little piece to kind of just fill the wall. And it did just that. Also, I don't know if you can tell here in the video, but it matches the drapes that we have over the window. And that's just a little happy accident. Anyways, this project was exactly what I needed, and it was exactly what I needed it to be, which was just sort of a start over project, something to kind of reset my brain and get it ready for more turning projects and just to switch things up a little bit in my life. If you aren't already subscribed to my channel, please do that. I appreciate it. Head down to the comments and leave me one. I love reading all of your guys' comments and interacting with you guys in the videos. And that's it for me. Be good, be safe, be happy, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace!